I'm Mr. Shit!
Yes, this is real. I got the new for 2026 Motorized, up here, Thomas. You know, the render, new logo on this side, his new face, and this is crazy. Like, I can't believe it. Like, these things were revealed in December. I was not expecting to find it this soon. These things were supposed to be out in June, at least the diecasts are. And someone just threw them on eBay. Had a lot of them. And I got one. And I'm going to review it. So let's talk about it. Let's get this guy open. Let's get him open. You're not going to be seeing it on camera, though. I'll just, cut to when it's out of the box. So here he is out of the box, and he is amazing. Everyone's been saying that these things are really good, at least with the diecasts. Yes, people have been complaining that the motorized engines have not run well. I mean, I haven't even tested this guy yet. But let's look at the detail first. So let's start off with Thomas himself. His proportions, I mean, he's kind of slanted, like he's like a ground shot, but he looks very good. Like his proportions are perfect to what he is in general, his basic shape from the books all the way to now, besides All Engines Go. I brought this up in one of my other videos. The lamp looks like a bell, and I'm not wrong. I did not change that. And we'll be doing comparisons, but this blue is annoying. I thought it was like, wish it was darker, or at least, indented or black. Unpainted whistle, but hey, the windows are there, and the stickers, it's like the stickers, they are put on correctly. Nice. Very minimal, Mattel. There is one thing that I saw in other people's reviews that I am disappointed in, and it is that it's something I was personally hoping for a while. The middle wheel, like, it's the same size as the front one, but it doesn't move. It's annoying. Chassis, same thing. This is 2026, Mattel. Nice that it actually has 2026 on it. It's awesome. Face, how's the printing? Nothing's wrong. Nothing is wrong with the printing. On this side, everything's okay. New button, so he just, from afar, it's like that's just Thomas. No switch. I liked the switches back then, but yeah. Also, with other things, I don't like how this coupling just kind of sags and just drag on the tracks. That's okay. And yes, that one person was right. You can't, why would they let us access this to switch it? But I guess if you have a triangle screwdriver, you could unscrew this, take it out, and just put an old coupling there. But this is nice. And let's look at the back. It's like the All Engines Go ones. And yes, the cab, is still molded, not molded with the coal. So there's no blue in between the coal and the top of the roof. And the tail lamp, similar to the 80th, but we'll get to comparison soon. Unpainted buffers, but that's unfortunately expected. But with this level of, detail, I'm not going to say quality yet. I haven't opened him yet and ran him around. Let's look at the truck. So the truck isn't anything too special. It's just kind of like the All Engines Go one without the star and with magnets. And they also have I don't know if you can see it, the arrows on it to show which direction it's in. I think it's okay. It's just, now that they're giving Rosie a troublesome truck, Diesel a troublesome truck, diecast troublesome truck, motorized Scruffy, I was honestly thinking to just wait to get a motorized 2026 Thomas when Scruffy comes out, so I kind of get like 2 for 1, like 2 characters. But with the new coupling system, it's going to be kind of limited to what you can use when you play with these, and I don't really plan on switching them. I'll probably take all the rolling stock I can get. The inside has the plank detailing and like these black indent things. I don't know what they are. Yeah, I really like them. They have the wheels are actually kind of small, thin. I don't know. It's okay. Let's see how he looks with it's not a character. How he looks at. Wow, that's pretty nice. I like it. I really like it. Now, let's move on to comparisons. So, as I've also seen people point out, he is kind of in between All Engines Go, the 80th, and Trackmaster 2, which I don't have one on me right now, but I also do want to compare them individually. So, let's do this. Yeah, I really do like this one, but yeah, just the fact that, what's nice about these is the 2026 ones are not just for something like random, it's like, this is for an anniversary. That's cool. but they look really nice, but they're not going to stick around forever. These look great, and we're going to hopefully be seeing them for the next few years. It's just, the original show ended, we got All Engines Go. That was only 4 years. We don't know how long. This is the third separate Thomas series. We don't know if this could last 3 years. It could last for 4 seasons. It could last for 2. It could even last for just these new 18 episodes. That would really suck if the new show only had 18 episodes and nothing else. Like, you know, Thomas is now over for now. Yay, see you in 2029. I'm getting off topic. Yes, these are nice. Both pretty good, have their pros and cons. You know, back pretty much. Well, obviously, I like how this is smaller. It's more of like a, like kind of like, put that in your hand. But also with the 80th, you can see he has the black thing for the indent near his splasher. And this one just is dark blue. It's not even black. It's not indented that much. It's just, yeah. But again, these low angle shots on my camera actually makes it look like it's. I like that. I really do. And again, this isn't like a greatest moments pack. I hope they bring those back. But this is really, really, really freaking good. I love it, actually. It's beautiful. Anyway, let's move on to a new comparison. Here we have the All Engines Go Thomas, and I think it's fine, like the actual engine itself. But let's compare it to this one. Let's, like this. Again, you can tell with the camera being a bit more lower down. It's gonna move it like that. That's not terrible. Again, I thought the 80th ones were going to be really big, like bigger than these, but these are still the biggest motorized we've gotten. This seems like to be on its own scale, which is fine. I like it. They learned from the 80th one, and also, you know, they kind of took a break for this one, but they did give them new, you know, the lamps and everything. The buffers look nice, again, if they were painted, and perfect. But again, looking at him from any angle, it's really nice. And the top. Yep. The switch, it's not even just the switch sticking out, it's that it's red, and there's like a slit in the roof. Yeah, you can say there's like the outline of the button, but that's not noticeable. And it was really good. I'm gonna put batteries in him soon, let him watch him run around some track for a few minutes. But, yeah. That is this 2026 Thomas with the, All Engines Go Thomas. Let's do a really fun comparison. This is really good. This is okay. The 80th one's also okay. It's pretty good sometimes. Let's get on to a new comparison that people really like. Oh, now we're on to the one that everyone's going to be excited for. Seeing the new 2026 Thomas compared to a classic Trackmaster. This is a 2006 Hit Toys Thomas. I think, yeah. Like, yeah, it's a Hit Toys Thomas, and... And now you can see what it's like. Like, he is definitely longer, and it's a really good shape, but I would still argue that this kind of beats it. It definitely feels more like a fun Thomas to just hold. It's fun. This one is, it has some charm. It has the classic face from Tommy, so I got the one specifically so I can have that face. I was hoping to get the ones that have the boiler stripes. I really like that look. And again, sticker with, but, you know, this one's actually molded tail. It's like, you know, painted buffers on this one, but it's like, would you rather have a sticker tail lamp that's painted with red lining, or the lamp being physical? It just depends on what you want. But again, if, like I said, you know, coal, like separately fitting, you know, like coal bunker, some depth, the coal, and then some blue, then the cab. This does not have that. It's kind of weird. I never really liked how they did that, starting with All Engines Go. I think it started, correct me if I'm wrong. Yep, classic Trackmaster, newest version of Trackmaster. I don't like how it's called Motorized. See, another tangent. I don't like how it's called Motorized. I really just miss the terms Trackmaster General. And not Trackmaster, Trackmaster Revolution. Just bring that name back. Call it like Trackmaster Advanced System or something. I don't know. Trackmaster Advanced or something. That actually sounds really nice. And also, speaking of, you know, freewheeling. Sorry if I'm doing it on my bed. But, I think it's a good Thomas. Like I said, a lot of times this review is about him, and then comparing him to this. Again, this is like the universally known Thomas face on the toys. This is soon to be something like it, maybe? I don't know, but these are both really nice, charming. You know, this is nostalgic. This can hopefully be that way for future generations, depending on how long these things last. There are people who like the All Engines Go Thomas too. There are people who like the 80th Thomas. I think there are positives for all of them, but this one I think is all positives. Again, besides minor nitpicks, like the non-picked out details, but like the shape, face. The only like thing that like really makes me upset. I had hope that the middle wheel would move. It doesn't, but I already said that. Oh, even the handrails. The handrails are like popping up a bit. That's cool. They've done that with other things, but like it's you can actually feel them a bit more. It's awesome. Yep. Now let's move on to a really fun comparison that is not a motorized one. Wooden railway, baby. All right. So because these things have magnets, wooden railway has been dead for about a year now, fortunately. Motorized Thomas confirmed last year that it was, wooden railway stopped production. It's a shame, but we still have the lines to think about every now and then. But then when they confirmed that magnets were going to be in the motorized and, the die casts, was all going to be connected again. People were saying that wooden railway could, I wouldn't say people would say it would come back, but it's not completely forgotten. But I don't know if it's like the old take and plays and take alongs and stuff, or let's say like the dumb magnet take and plays, you can only connect them, the kind of the intended way, kind of like this to this. It's like it can only be this way, nothing else. No back to back, no tug of war, no shunting each other, nothing. But then old take and plays with the new dumb magnets from 2014, or new at the time, could only be back to back or front to front with each other. But these, with wooden railway, it makes me wonder, because wooden railway could also be front to front, back to back. So let's see how they are with this Thomas. Let's see. Wow. Okay. The magnet, like, flops, and then it kind of, like, stretches. That's awesome. And really strong. You can fling them around. They don't connect the opposite way, but I don't know if anyone needs it to. Just have like this Thomas pull this wooden one. It's nice. What about this Thomas with the truck? Maybe if you use like a wooden narrow gauge engine or something. I also feel like if you have the die cast with like the motorized rolling stock or wooden railway rolling stock, it could pass as narrow gauge. So I really want people to use the die cast trucks or something, or any Clarabelle or anything, wooden railway rolling stock, whatever, with the new Grenaeus. Please, I really want someone to do that. That'd be so cool. Anyway, on to one more comparison and then my final thoughts. Okay, so I have one of my dumb magnet 2014 take and plays, the Golden Thomas. And this is the 2026 one, and let's see how they go. Yep. Okay, I guess I should have expected that, because, normal wooden railway, the wooden railway can make them go back to back, front to front. Sam the Train fan said in that one video about adventures years ago. So I guess it makes sense if it can go like this. But hey, that means you can also do this. You can have it like this, and then, let's see. It's all like a big, long thing, like face here, back here, face, back. I like that. Again, it's really unique. You can have your take and plays and stuff, do that. And let me just get, my take along Thomas here to compare the smart magnets, the one-way ones. How does that go? Yep. Normal. Okay, so yeah, that's the thing about the smart magnet. I mean, it doesn't really do it. It's just kind of along the edge. Let's see. Let's do it like this. Front to front. Any other way. That's awesome. That's good compatibility. This Thomas is amazing. But I'll say that when I get to my full thoughts, which will be right now. So my final thoughts on this Thomas. I think it is an amazing model or amazing toy, whatever you want to call it. I think this is a great thing to have. Thomas fan, collector, new kid getting into the show, whenever that show will come out. Waiting for the new YouTube content. It's supposed to be in May. I know I was like, it's only, the time I'm recording it's May 8th, but it could happen anytime, but we will see. We shall see when it should release. Magnets, strong, I guess because the truck is so light. Oh, never mind. Imagine if these things had front magnets. That'd be really cool. I mean, you think, because, everything that had magnets in Thomas before, take them play, take along, whatever, Dumb magnet taking place. They all had magnets. Anything with Thomas and Friends with magnets, wooden railway, whatever, had the magnets front and back. You think if they're trying to introduce magnets here, wouldn't they want to throw like at least maybe a small one on the front right here? Maybe like where the coupling is. Ooh, maybe you had like the wooden railway style magnets here, and then the smart take along magnet in the front here, kind of like a mix of both. I'm just giving out ideas. I don't know. Let's just be happy with what we have now. This is spectacular. No moving middle wheel, so I'm going to rate this thing. Let's say that wheel thing kind of bugs me, but that's not much. Let's say a 9.6 out of 10 for this Thomas. And this is like one of my first review videos, so I'm going to review the future things like the diecast engines, new motorized Percy, maybe even James Gordon. Whenever Thomas and Scruffy, I'll probably just review Scruffy unless there's something different about the Thomas in the pack. Maybe I'll talk about it. We'll see. Emily, Rosie, the new diesel is spectacular. First new diesel motorized with side rods, but we'll talk about that whenever it happens. Some diecast reviews coming up because I plan on getting those soon. Maybe even the sets. I don't know. I don't even know if I'm going to use the sets, but we'll see. Now, that was the new 2026 motorized review. Again, 9.6 out of 10. Goodbye, everyone. Okay, so I actually forgot to show something real quick. So here is some running footage. Okay, I have output batteries in Thomas. Let's see. A bit slow, but hey, at least he actually works. Because, there are those other reviews where people say, oh, my Thomas is broken out of the box. Push start button's pretty cool. I love it, really. I don't want to say pretty cool. It's really good. So I am going to get some tracks set up, and we will see him run around. Now, I don't have the track that this thing is supposed to run on, the easy-to-connect thing. But I do have normal Trackmaster 2 track, and I hope that will actually work. So let's see him go. See this guy run. Pretty good. People say he sounds really loud on this track, but I think he sounds okay. This is all the All Engines Go track, which is just a standard Trackmaster 2 track, so I think it runs really well. I really like this. Push the start and stop button. Let's remove the truck. How does he run on his own? Oh, so some of that noise is just from the truck. But again, the magnet kind of hanging in the middle of the track, I don't love that. But I think he looks pretty good. I really like how this thing goes. So I have to test him out on the normal track. Probably going to get the Percy track pack, just so I can have a little bit of it. I don't want to get a whole, $50 set, just, we're not going to use it. So I'd rather just get the small, maybe $20, $30, I don't know how much the Percy thing is going to be. Set, and that will be all I do. Okay, now the review is finished. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more 2026 reviews soon.